just got this avidcnc router put together, and we're going to run the first cut. And that job is installing the spoiler board. I'm going to use the router to cut the counter boards that are necessary to embed the screws, because the screws they sent weren't long enough, and well, they need to be embedded down in anyway so that you can lay the real material on top of the spoiler board. The controllers are just sitting underneath the table, and we're running Mach 3. Even though Mach 3 is old, I still like it, probably more than Mach 4, but that's just because old is not always worse. So in case you're not familiar with how Avid sets these up, they give you two boxes. This is the stepper box. It has the stepper motor drivers for all the motors, as well as something called an Ethernet smooth stepper, and that's a motion controller board. It's like a microcontroller with an Ethernet port, and that it receives motion instructions from Mach 3, which is running on this little PC. Then there's a cable that goes from the stepper control box. Actually, it's really coming from the smooth stepper, and it goes to the second box, which is the spindle control box. It's basically an empty box with a variable frequency drive in it, and that allows Mach 3 to control the spindle using the G code. I bought their 3 horsepower spindle option. They have a 4 horsepower spindle option as well, and also a 2 horsepower, I think. So this is kind of a middle of the road option. It's at 8,000 to 24,000 RPM range, and it accepts up to a 1/2 inch diameter collet. Now, if you're not familiar with Mach 3, there's several ways to turn the spindle on. First, there's the spindle clockwise. Clockwise is conventionally forward, and counterclockwise would be backward. F5. So you can either click the button and then click it again to turn off the spindle, or you can use F5. Now, inside your program, you can't click the button and you can't press F5. So in the G-code program, you have to use the special commands, which are M3 and M5. So M3 turns the spindle on at a specified speed using the S code, and M5 turns it off. So if I say M3 10,000, S 10,000, it will go to 10,000 RPM. While it's running, I can either stop it with M5 or give it another speed. So let's do S 12,000. I'm going to run the program. I have the Z offset set about 2 inches above the material, so it will only be cutting air. So it cut fine in the air. Now, since I don't have a Z offset probe, which are super great tools, that's that little disc that you set underneath, and it goes down until it makes electrical contact. Well, I'm just going to get it close and then read the number off the Mach 3. Alright, that's close enough for me. Now that I know the Z offset, I can edit my G code and replace 2 inches with 0.55. Alright, now we'll go ahead and drill our first hole with this machine. Okay, well that's our first cut on this machine.